My name is Austin McGee, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of WellDone Technology. WellDone builds custom connected sensors to quantify the impact of global development projects. What really struck me when I was living in Tanzania, just last year, was how many times I saw images like this. This is two water projects that are built right next to each other, and they're both now broken and abandoned. In sub-Saharan Africa, more than 1/3 of rural water projects fail, and in some countries, the failure rates are as high as 80%. For the last 15 years, the global development community has focused on building new infrastructure, and this has provided 2 billion people with access to clean water for the first time. But what happens 6 months later? There's currently no cost-effective way to measure the long-term success of hundreds of thousands of projects in rural areas, and so those projects end up breaking down. We built a $100 flow meter, which is connected through cellular network, attaches to a rope pump, and automatically reports the amount of water delivered to a community on a daily basis. With this data, stakeholders can track what they actually care about, which is the amount of water delivered to people in need rather than the number of wells built. But we didn't stop there. We found that building a connected device that is low power, low cost, and is expected to last in the field for a very long time takes a lot of engineering investment to make that happen. And it's not a very uncommon problem. So we built a platform that we're patenting that lets us create, automatically assemble and configure devices from reusable electronic components so that we can target a diverse set of different applications, including water quality and different types of infrastructure. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals call for billions of dollars of investment in new water, agriculture, energy, and other infrastructure. And all of this infrastructure will need to be monitored. We think this is a huge opportunity to scale our business as well as our impact. Our initial customers are implementing partners on the ground who are building these wells. Our key partners are the multilateral and national funders, and we partner with social enterprises to integrate our platform into their products. We've talked to everybody on this screen, and we're working with several of them already. We also have possibilities to expand into other markets like agriculture and energy through these same stakeholders. Our team has extensive expertise in engineering and global development, and our advisors provide business, design, and water resource advice. We have been grant funded to date as a nonprofit and split off into a for-profit hybrid enterprise in July. We have $100,000 in revenue projected through the end of the year, and we're now raising money to formally release this product in 2016. We're excited to catalyze the connectivity revolution and leverage it for social good. Thank you.
How is the data transferred?
So in the rural water use case, it's cellular, so it has an integrated cell phone modem that's very low cost and completely waterproof and enclosed.
Who has access to the information? So let's say you find out that there is no water flowing or that the water is not clean. Where does that information go? Only to the person commissioning you or the organization commissioning you, or is there a bigger network?
There can be a bigger network. Initially, it's really up to our customers in that use case. So, for instance, our partners in Tanzania use that information not only to measure the effectiveness of their programs, but also to send notifications to a local mechanic when something goes wrong, so that mechanic can be more efficient in providing quality service.
Does this work with any type of water equipment?
Yeah, so that's one of the key innovations that we've come up with is there are very different requirements for different types of water infrastructure and different things you might want to measure, and developing a separate device for each of those is cost prohibitive. And so the only device on the market works for only one type of water infrastructure and costs about $850, and ours works for $100 and with minor modifications can work for other infrastructure as well.
I'm curious, so this is designed for rural applications. What kind of challenges have you seen in implementing them in these areas, and how do you address those?
So the major challenge that we've seen is really around community acceptance and really working with the local community to design something that is accepted and recognized as something that's useful. So we've done extensive, basically iterative prototyping in the field with these communities. And what we really are focusing on is making the electronics robust and easy enough to use that people can focus on developing those use cases specific to a local community and really working with the community to make something that works in their context, but not having to worry about the electronics not working.
May I ask a question? Please. So usually this system is deployed in remote areas. How do you guarantee access to energy, and how much are the maintenance costs?
Sure. So another key innovation is that we're very low power. So we can actually run on a little Nokia battery for about 9 months to a year without any rechargeable or recharging capability. We also use solar in some of our applications. So you just need a very small solar panel, and you're able to recharge that battery on a daily basis. We also designed it to be very low cost and completely enclosed, so it's basically filled with plastic around the electronics, so you can't have access to it, and it's not exposed to the elements at all. So we don't envision high maintenance costs.
Only a few seconds, but have you seen what the business implications are for the implementing NGOs?
Yeah, absolutely. So operation and maintenance is a huge cost for them, especially when you have to visit rural locations, and so being able to do that automatically has cost savings.
I think you can discuss the answer later. All right, thank you very much.